Yeah, right. Hey, this is my first time doing this shit. A lot of my friends are like, "Hey, are you scared?" And I'm like, "Well, marginally. I've had children, so like, I had a lot of irrational fears that revolved around that, so I didn't think this would be too bad. And so far, it isn't. And one of the main things, like, when you're gonna have kids for the first time, a lot of people are like, "Well, I hope we can support our children. I hope that we can teach them math and not drop them or leave them in the car and things like that." But for me, like, for some reason, I just think in this other direction. Like, we get to the hospital, my wife's, getting ready to have the baby, and the nurse is like, and I'm fine, like, I'm just like, yeah, this is awesome, all the science shit is everywhere, and the doctors are cool, I get to see, like, some, like, weird gore, and, like, just all this cool shit. And the nurse is like, there is a chance that your wife might evacuate her bowels while having the baby. And there was just like, the bus halted for me. I'm like, you mean like she's gonna poop on the bed while partaking in this beautiful miracle of childbirth? There's gonna be poop like there that the kid would like come out and like smear into the poop. That's great. So I got this on my mind now. I'm like really afraid my kid's gonna poop. Or not my kid, but my wife. So, turns out she didn't actually poop, which is great. So, she was worried about me saying that like everybody knows her or something. Like, don't tell him it's me. Like, all right. So I'm good again. I'm like, all right, she didn't poop. This is great, And then the doctor's like, we're going to have to do an episiotomy. And I'm like, that's a big fancy word. Like, is she gonna live? Like, what the fuck? So he's like, well, what an episiotomy is we actually make an incision in the vagina so that the baby can actually come out easier, not rip your wife's vagina. And I was just like, I don't know, it's a pretty nice vagina, So I'm like, all right, that's fine. These are doctors. They probably fucking have like a laser beam or at least a nice scalpel, like cut it open, nice and gentle. But no, he gets out a pair of scissors and just starts hacking away at it like, like the little crappy scissors you get with the mop top hair shop, the Play-Doh scissors? Like he's just like, and it makes this sound like you're walking on snow. It's like, like you didn't even fucking draw a line to follow. He's just like, it looks good to me, let's make some room. So another fear jumps into my head. And I'm like, great, this once beautiful vagina is now gonna have a fucking hair lip. So another fear jumps into my head. It's like, eventually, when this heals up and she's done with the baby destroying her vagina, it's all back to normal, we're gonna have sex. And I know I'm just gonna picture Joaquin Phoenix sucking my cock the whole time I'm having sex with my wife. But yeah, long story short, she didn't poop, but every time Walk the Line is on TV, I do get an erection. But fears don't end there with your kids. They grow up, and I think everybody did it when they were a kid. You climb up into bed with your mom at night or your dad or whatever, because you're scared. And I knew this was gonna happen, so another fear enters my head. I'm still in an age where I wake up with an erection in the morning. So now my biggest fear is this kid is gonna come in the middle of the night, slip in between us, I'm gonna be sleeping and I'm gonna roll over, and my morning erection will, as it often does, come out of the little slip in the front of my pants, and it's just gonna land on its really smooth baby skin. And I'm gonna be sleeping, so I don't know what's going on. So this is like a really big fear. And it's not like I'm afraid that the kid's gonna be messed up by this. Because like, chances are you could rub your penis on your kid every day till it's 2. It's not gonna remember. And I'm worried about my mental well-being.